Hi, this is Liz. This tutorial is going to show you how to use email and texting for Ask Now Texas. And you're not going to use this a lot probably, at least not for this summer, but it can be useful, the email part of it, to send follow-up emails to patrons if you need to. I encourage you to get their email when you're doing a chat with them. And if they have to go and you want to find them some additional materials or ask them a follow-up question, it's just nice to have that. And so that we keep it consistent and don't have to use our own emails for this, we have this shared email. It's just libraryquestions@gmail.com, and you guys have the password. And this is what it looks like. And I cleaned out all the old messages. Um, but also, as well as sending emails, just the usual way with Gmail, send your patron an email. They can email back and forth with you. But I've also set this up with a free Google Voice account so that we can respond to text messages from patrons. And like I said, we're probably not going to get many of these, but it's a useful thing to have, and I'm going to start publicizing it more to member libraries so that they'll know that people can text after hours or when their regular text isn't available if they want to use that. And it'll just give you guys some experience working with this type of text setup if you haven't done it before. This is kind of a nice, free, and easy way to do text messages with patrons. So I've got my phone here, and I'm gonna just send a text message. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this and delete it because that was from me as well. And I'm just going to send a message. It might take a second to come in. Okay, so that's for me. And if I was volunteering at the moment, I could see that there. And I just say, hi, how can I help you? And remember with text messages, try to keep it fairly short because you get a character limit. So if you send somebody a whole big chunk of words, they're maybe not going to get the whole thing, or it's going to use up a little bit more of their messages. I think most people have unlimited messages these days, but some people still, pay per message or things like that. And it's just good to be pretty brief on text messages. If you're helping someone with text messages and it seems like a really intense question or just something that needs a lot of back and forth, you can always tell them you need to switch to email and give them the library questions email. Sometimes people ask pretty complicated questions over text, and you just need to transfer them to a phone, or usually in our case, email, and you can help them better that way. You can also use the email account or the texting to refer them to their home library if it's a really complicated question, as always. So I can text back and I'll give you um, what it would look like. Okay, so it's coming up, new message. And you can just go back and forth like that. And this doesn't cost us anything as librarians. Like they always say on text messaging services, standard messaging rates may apply. So it might apply for them, but this is just a cool way to give patrons another way to communicate. LibAnswers and LibChat have their own little text messaging feature, which I'll show to you guys in a separate video. It's quite similar, but there's a couple other little bells and whistles with that. So you'll see how to use that as well. As always, if you have any questions about this, just let me know. Thanks.